This right here is not what we call a detangling service. This is what happens when the hair becomes fully matted and now you are no longer in a I'm going to detangle phase and it requires professional help. Now in today's video, I want to break down the real process. What should be done, what shouldn't be done, and what it actually takes to restore hair that is already in this condition. And if you guys can't already tell, she is a young person, okay? She is under the age of 11, and this baby has more hair than you, me, your children, your aunt, and your aunties combined, okay? Like this baby has more hair at her tender age of under 11 than most of us will ever see in our entire lifetime. So I posted this video on my social media in a short form. And when I tell you that the social media world, the world entirely is just so brutal, even to children now, it was so unbelievable. There were a ton of questions of where's her parents. There were questions about her race. There were questions about neglect, things saying about child abuse. When I'm really here to break it down all in this video, you guys. So I want you guys to watch this video directly through the end so you can really have an understanding of what's going on here and how we are going to be able to really work with this client and really get her out of this situation. Now, this is no longer a tangling issue. I got a lot of comments from people on my YouTube and other platforms saying, hey, you should use this product. Hey, you should use that product. Use this comb, use that comb, use this, use that. Because people think that this is a simple detangling technique or detangling situation when we are not in detangling anymore. We have graduated into full-blown wicks, locks, trunks, something that people have gone 20 plus years trying to achieve. And we have this in a little girl who is under 11, and this was not by choice. Now, while I'm doing and talking about this process, you guys, I want you guys to really pay attention to what is happening in the video. And I want you guys to also to listen with a bit of grace and understanding rather than judgment. We already know that the little girl is in this situation. We already know that her mom sought out professional help, which is what a parent does when they care about their children. And we know that at the end of the day, the result here is going to be phenomenal as long as we keep working with her. But like I said, you guys, listen with the ears of understanding and grace rather than judgment. We don't need any more judgment. We've been judged enough. And you who's watching and me who's talking have no space to judge anyone, especially because we have dirty laundry in our laundry room just the same. Now, this hair, when we say matting versus tangling, matted hair is compacted, intertwined, locked together hair that cannot be handled like normal detangling. And once the hair reaches this stage, we're no longer just detangling. We are now mechanically deknotting and dematting. The worst thing that you can do is apply water heavy or wet styling products to matted hair. When you can attempt to detangle, detangle is done softly, easily, and can be done within an hour or so. This is a process that will be done over a matter of days to weeks to even months, because it really just depends on the temperament of my client and what she can and can't handle. And as you guys can tell, that little hand that you see extending, while I'm also trying to give a little tension and hold so that she doesn't feel as much pressure as I know she's feeling, she can't manage to do 10, 12, 14, and 17-hour day dematting processes. So this is going to be really part one of this process. And I invite you guys to follow me through the series of detangling this baby as long as her mom continues to bring her so that we can handle this process. Now, one thing that I always tell people, and people think that this is the easy way to do it, if you're thinking about adding water or conditioner to help this process, baby, that is the worst thing that you could ever do when you are trying to demat a client. Hair product on top of knotting or matting causes 1, calcified buildup, 2, a lot of shedding, and 3, even more breakage. That includes incorrect handling while you're trying to do the dematting process. This type of process is going to require a professional, and not all stylists specialize in dematting or even detangling. Proper sectioning and approaching this really matters the most. And while I tell people, yes, you can somewhat do this at home, this is not a DIY situation. This is where it requires experience. It requires techniques that really, really make a difference, and an understanding of making sure that you're being patient and not overwhelming your client all at the same time. Now, when I was able to start working with my client, if you guys notice, at the beginning, I was able to gently remove her braids and get up to where the matting really started. And if you guys notice, her hair is white. I'm having to slightly pull it apart. I'm having to use my fingers to open it up, mainly because this is what happens when you try to use products to demat hair that is already matted. Now we're at a phase where her hair is interlocked with product, whether it be conditioner, aloe vera, dirt, grit, grime, and everything else under the sun that we have tried when you were at home trying to detangle or demat your client or your child or even yourself all on your own. I use what I call mechanical dematting, which means I'm manually breaking down all of the knots instead of cutting through them. That's one thing that I pride myself on when I talk about hair care, you guys. When I'm doing a dematting process, I do not like to use scissors. The only time you will see me take out a pair of scissors is if I am cutting away rubber bands or something that might be stuck in the hair, but I do not use scissors in the dematting process. And I have been blessed to be able to not have to do that thus far, mainly because I'm working with women and children who the goal is to not cut you to be bald. The goal is to salvage as much of your hair as absolutely possible. So as you guys are watching the video, you're going to notice that I'm using a multitude of tools because at different stages of this process, different tools are going to be required. Now, why do I do this in a manual way rather than doing it in the scissors way or the be extremely fast way? My goal is to, one, preserve length, two, protect the integrity of my client's hair as much possible, and three, which is especially important for women, save your hair. I'm not working with locks. I'm trying to maintain, well, let me say it the right way. I'm not working with locks that I'm trying to maintain. I'm working with hair that I'm trying to salvage. Remember the difference. Locks are what you chose to do. Matted hair and tangled hair is not by choice. It's usually by situation. It's usually by an overwhelming style of feeling or thought, or even in a case like this, your child just can't manage the hair that God gave them. And would you like to put your child in a situation where you make them feel bad saying, hey, well, God blessed you with this hair, but we're going to cut it off because you can't handle it? No. And while I would say out of my own thoughts, yes, I would cut my child's hair down slightly. I would probably give them some form of straightening system or something of that matter. That was not my choice, and this is not my child. That was the choice of her parent, and I'm okay with that. So I want you guys to also be okay with that. So again, we listen and we don't judge. Now, of course, when we're talking about the dematting process, you guys, this was stage one of this entire process. I was able to get to the first section, but could you believe that this section took me almost 2 hours? And this was the easiest section of her entire head. So you just imagine quadrant 2 and quadrant 3 in the back of her head, where she has the bigger than golf ball, bigger than baseball. It's almost football sized knots back there. And she was able to allow me to get to this point. So what I did was I divulged the plan. I said, okay, I know that I'm not going to be able to finish this entire process today, nor do I want her to end up where her hair goes back into matting severely after I've worked for 2.5 to 3 hours in one part. So what I did was talk to mom and tell mom that I'm going to wash her as I demat her so that when she does leave, that hair is clean and reset and does not have the thought process to go back into that big knot that it was in. So what you're seeing now is after I washed this first section partially. So I did what you call a partial wash. And with this section, I actually used our Moist Repair shampoo and our Moist Me mask because I knew that she needed hydration and she needed it really quickly to keep the hair nice and soft and give it good slip. And then once I finished that part of the wash, I went through with the blow dryer and I used a technique called tension blow drying, where I'm holding the hair out and blow drying her with the blow dryer. And then I would go in gently with the comb on the blow dryer and then go back to the tension method, because I know that this baby could not handle this if I did it any other way. I'm also making sure that I'm going through and I'm combing through that section with a detangle brush to make sure that I reset the hair and it knows that I don't want it to go back into the to the tangle sectioning that it was there before. Now, this is also technique based. So keep in mind, you guys, this is not something that is going to be the same for every client. Every single dematting service is going to be customized to each individual client. And I want you guys to really look at her hair. This hair is knee/thigh length on a little girl who is under the age of 11. Now, another thing that I did, and this is a pro tip for my pros out there who are going to be offering dematting services, after I got done combing and blow drying through her hair, I went in with my flat iron and I pressed over her hair once or twice to really reset this process so that the hair understands that you are no longer going to entwine with each other. I want you to remain as silky and as smooth as possible, but this is not a silk press. This is really just to get the hair out of the mindset that you were detangled, that you were tangled, and now I've detangled you, and I want you to not go back into a tangle right away. So this is just something that I point out to people who are offering dematting services. This can definitely help you through the process, especially when you're dealing with clients who have long hair or a lot of density, because if you leave the area detangled and you don't try to reset the thought process of the hair, it's going to go back into the same mat that you just worked to remove. Now, after we are done with section number 1, I did go and I braided that section into just one big plait, because I knew that mom was going to take her home and we were not going to finish the process right away. And another reason why I gave her a plait was because I wanted to make sure that the hair would not have any free space to retangle. And the worst thing you could do is leave this hair hanging and flowing and blowing in the breeze, because she's going to end up right back where she started. It's just going to be in a much slower process because we've just done all of this work. Another pro tip that I want to point out is whenever I am doing that braid process or that plait process, I'm giving her a nice tight braid in regards to the free hair, not her scalp, because like I said, she's tender-headed, but I'm giving her a tight braid or a top braid to make sure that the hair is divided and it is not going to have any space to intertwine with each other. So this braid is a very clean braid, and I also made sure that all 3 sections never crossed into each other, or I never left any space for the hair to be able to wind into each other again. Now, I know this video is slightly longer than you guys are used to, but this definitely needed to be said, and I needed to approach this as best possible because the world is such a mean place. And I know that there are people just like her who are going through this situation right now, and you thought that there was no one out there that could help you. I also wanted to make sure that I mention, do not ignore your scalp in this process. She's severely tender-headed, and a lot of that tenderness can come from, one, your hair not being manipulated enough, you're not stimulating blood flow at the scalp on a consistent basis, and you're not using the right products to give your scalp the good things that it needs and the nutrients that it needs so that you can help to reduce a lot of that inflammation and sensitivity that you're already encountering. And healthy hair is going to always start there, especially in a process like this. Now, I've talked enough about this process, and of course, I am going to go into the next section, but I want to really touch quickly on aftercare, because this is the part that people were asking a lot about, seeing as though we are going to be doing this process over a length of time. Number 1, you want to make sure that you're using hydration-based products. You want to consistently detangle and have a routine for detangling, which mom and I did talk about this while we were in the appointment with my beautiful client here. You always want to make sure that when you are detangling, you're starting from your ends and you are working your way up to the roots. And then you are sectioning each individual piece while you're at home and doing this process, no matter if you are tired or not. Now, if you plan on keeping the length of hair that this client here has, Baby, you need to divulge a real routine, and this routine needs to be stuck to every single day to every single week. Her wash day is going to need to be at least every 2 weeks, and she is going to need to detangle this baby's hair at least every 2 to 3 days rather than waiting weeks and weeks and weeks of time later on. And sometimes you have to let them cry. You have to let them scream. Because if you don't, you're going to end up in a situation like this, and now you're spending thousands of dollars trying to work through this client's hair. Now, of course, if you're watching this video and this video was of any goodness to you, please, please, please do your girl the favor and hit that subscribe button. This is how we keep our channel growing, and this is how I'm able to bring you all of these good deets and pro tips for the free 99. And if you're dealing with severe tangling or matting, make sure you're using the right products for hydration and maintenance. Visit our website, elitehaircareusa.com, to get all of the goodies that you need to keep that hair hydrated, keep that hair moisturized, and also keep it detangled. And if you're in the Orlando area, or you're just looking for a professional who understands the dematting process, you can book a consultation at elitehaircaresalon.com. This is a process, you guys, and I want you to understand it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes the right approach. And if you've watched the short, now you understand what really goes into it. Because apparently the world is a harsh place, but guess what? Crystal is here to work on you one client at a time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please comment down below some positivity, some upness, and give mom a shout out because she did the right thing and she's trying to help her baby. No judge zone, because you don't want anybody to judge you. Bye.